Hello, my name is Emma Copeland, and I'm the chapter head at George Mason University. Um, I am very familiar with the blueprint and have lobbied for it before, so I'll be doing a quick pitch talking about Roosevelt, the blueprint document itself, as well as some of the particular policy proposals at the end. All right, so here we go. Okay. So until economic and social rules work for all Americans, they are not working. Our group is inspired by the legacy of Franklin and Eleanor Roosevelt, and the Roosevelt Institute reimagines America as it should be. It should be a place where hard work is rewarded, where everyone participates, and everyone is able to enjoy a fair share of the collective prosperity from that participatory governance. We believe that when the rules work against that particular vision, it's our responsibility to recreate and rewrite those rules. We bring together thousands of thinkers and doers from a new generation of leaders in every single state across the country, and we work to redefine the rules that guide our social and economic realities. We rethink and reshape everything from local policy to federal legislation, and we want to orient towards a new political and new economic system, one that is built by many, and it's for the good of all people. Young people in particular, and young Americans, continue to transform our economy, our politics, and our culture. And now it's time for us to disrupt all of those systems. We are told that we can make a difference every single election. We're told we can make a difference every day. But candidates and elected officials continue to only ask us for our votes, only ask us for our time and our money oftentimes, but not our ideas and not our thoughts. And we believe our generation has the most to lose from this election, but on the other side, we also think that we have the most to gain. Millennials and Generation Z will be a consequential and very powerful voting bloc in 2016, but our ideas and our voices so far have not been as consequential. So this document, the Next Generation Blueprint for 2016, is our clarion call. It's our clarion call to rewrite the rules that will benefit all Americans and ensure that our generation is at the table to help write the new rules moving forward. This particular document is crowdsourced from over 1,000 young people from more than 160 colleges and universities across the country. And as student leaders ourselves, as civic advocates, as community activists, over 93% of us voted or participated in the last election, and you can expect that again this year. We must reimagine for this changing America that we're seeing every single day. We have to reimagine the basic building blocks of our economic, our civic, and our social well-being. And we must secure these building blocks to achieve a vision that embraces the human dignity of all people that are at the table. So we're launching a national campaign to get our blueprint in the hands of candidates and officials at every level. So we are here as students introducing this document to you so that we can create a pipeline for us to continue to influence and be at the table in the future. We're not alone in challenging decision makers to rethink how they engage young people. We're joining with supporters. I know that you guys have been seeing tons and tons of climate justice and energy and environment organizers. We're partnering with groups like them, anywhere from higher education advocates to those fighting in the movement for Black lives. And these are all organizations and groups who share in our belief that elevating the next generation can help to reimagine and rewrite the rules. These kinds of campaigns include coordinated action across tons of different swing states, some of them being in this room right now, from Virginia, from DC, from North Carolina. And we all believe it matters who rewrites the rules. We've articulated very concrete steps for people like yourself and other decision makers in our realm. We've established exact and very precise steps that you can take to open the doors of government to our generation. And these are really necessary steps to restore the faith and catalyze any kind of commitment that we can have together to rewrite the rules that will reshape our political and economic societies. In addition to making kind of these meaningful commitments and these pipelines and conversations to each other on decreasing the role of money in politics, Decision makers can support lowering the voting age to 16. They can advocate for paid internships within your offices and within your supporting organizations to increase the diversity of emerging public servants. Many of them are sitting in this room right now. We want to modernize voting registration. We want to repeal voter ID laws. Our blueprint really calls for candidates and elected officials to prioritize action in 3 key areas: education, the economy, and human rights. We are advocating for a really aggressive approach in the first 100 days after the election of local, state, and national decision makers on these particular issues. Some of the priorities we support include expanding universal pre-K, overhauling the tax code, and reforming the criminal justice system. All of these are listed out on the back page of your blueprint document that we have right here. Should already be passed along to them at this point. They're reading along with you. And as you check off these things on the back of your list, we will be working together to make sure that we're flexible and all voices at the table are well represented. Hopefully there are tons of questions that are erupting, and this is more of a conversation, but here are tons of talking points. I got pretty aggressive, and I love the blueprint, so